All right, it's early, just around after midnight on July 21st.
Staying up late.
And we've just been out to observe the Neowise comet and thought that we'd come back and do a reading thinking about the Neowise comet, because their comets throughout the century have been indicators of significant change, or sort of like heralds of change or transformation. So since it's also, we've just passed the new moon, let's see what comes up.
Okay. Now we're going to do the Celtic Cross. We got a significator, the star. So the way I like to do it is, for the star, this covers you, this crosses you. Start up here. Oh, that's fun. This is crowns. This is the basis. This is the recent. This is the future. This is the matter.
Where have we gone there? We're way over there.
Way over
Can you
here,
bring it a little bit closer?
Yeah, the
Just
matter and the environment, hopes and fears, and outcome.
Okay, so
All right.
I'm just going to go a little bit closer and over them all so people can see them. So we went there, covers us and crosses.
Which we have the King of Cups and the Three of Wands, the Tower on top, and the Five of Wands below, then the Wheel of Fortune, then the Four of Cups, Queen of Cups, Eight of Pentacles. Oh, it's the four. Pardon me. It's another four. Interesting. Four of Pentacles. The Sun, Apollo here, and the Eight of Wands.
Oh, that's a nice card. Okay.
Interesting that there's these two fours, sort of, and the King and Queen of Cups. So how about that? I'm not sure. Male and a female. There's interesting that we get that there's this fire stuff going on too. So fire and water here, and then the Five of Wands below. Wheel of Fortune is a card of the celestial movements. So, I mean, in a easy way, it says that that with the sun and it's going around the sun. And the Eight of Wands is moving fast and come and gone. So, the Eight of Wands says it's leaving. We know that. On another level, there are the King and Queen of Cups. It seems to, because I'm not reading this for like our lives here. I'm reading it for like a big picture, and in the big picture, it does seem to say, in that sense, kind of a couple. So I don't know who's like kind of a couple in the world that's influential like that, and both to be significant. But the nonetheless, from celestial movements to the tower is like some sort of change, like and the Eight of Wands says fairly quickly. So, interesting. Four of Cups to Four of Pentacles. And of course, we know in like the Crowley deck, the Four of Pentacles is called Power. So, overall, I just saw, it's also curious to me that it's called like Neowise, right?
New wisdom.
So,
Neowise.
Neowise, Neo is the new version of something. Neowise. So in that context, it's just really interesting that it's the sun here is a card of freedom. So I really think it's showing that there's some sort of a big shift or change with the tower, a big new awareness, a big something that it does represent, something coming in, but what's coming in seems to be about like kind of an awareness, or maybe something is coming up and out. You know, the whole kind of Pluto stuff about secrets coming out. It seems like something comes out that causes a shift and greater freedom. This sort of Four of Cups is saying when the four is in the cups, it's sort of moody and emotional and kind of dramatic, potentially too much emotion about, but that turns into kind of gets grounded here with the Four of Pentacles. So it seems to, it's almost like it's saying to me, and it's an upheaval that creates stability, more kind of things gets kind of more settled and open with the sun.
Interesting how it kind of starts off with the covering of the King of Cups.
Yeah.
And then moves with the real male energy of that, and then into the Queen of Cups there. So
yeah, it's like a shift.
A shift in energy.
Well, there, yeah. So that's goes right back to the age of the god to the age of the goddess. The shift from the
male
masculine,
patriarchy.
male patriarchy to the matriarchy. That shift for power.
Yeah.
Then the result is the sun. The sun comes from the mother. The sun is the free.
The sun comes from the mother. Yeah.
And
I like that card with the dolphin. And two of them as well.
yes. And the Five of Wands says that there's been arguments or clash, and that the powers that be are trying to hang on to what they got, or squeeze the last dollars out of while they're killing the planet or whatever.
Right, fighting the fiery dragon there.
Yeah. So
and it's a man and a woman there as well, fighting the dragon.
And then the Wheel of Fortune, however, says that these are bigger changes that nobody can stop. And that it results in, if you want to resist this change, what happens? Well, the Tower happens if you try to resist change. And the Five of Wands, like resisting change. But the Wheel of Fortune says the change is inevitable, and that if you resist it, you're gonna fall. Three of Wands. Crowley calls it virtue, so it's like, well, something's going on that isn't virtuous. And
and it's going to change.
It's going to change.
Well,
That's all I got.
that's really interesting. So
What do you think? Read it?
I think
Comments?
I would agree. I think there's big changes ahead. I think this comet is an indicator that change of a global scale is coming, and that there is a shift occurring that's going to come through fruition. That I think there will be an awakening and possibly, a shift, a more equitable sharing. That's sort of what I get. I think of with fours too, is that it's balanced, it's equal. Here's the sun coming up from the mother, from the queen. Looking pretty happy about it. Free step through the door there. And up to this wonderful 8 of Wands. So, it's all good.
All good.
It's all looking good. Thank you, David.
Thank you, Dallas.